F you, JK.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
Hi guys. If you haven't seen it, she's wearing a wand and I wear my lovely Harry Potter shirt. Today we're talking about a very serious, and we don't talk about serious black, we talk about a serious topic that is dear to our heart. We're talking about the last edition of the Harry Potter franchise.
Yeah, Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah, Crumbs of Grindelwald.
That was...
It was right.
Alert. It was a good movie.
But of course, disclaimer, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the film yet, and if you're not intending to watch it, then don't watch. Just exit now.
Yes. Yes. Okay, we're giving you 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3.
So if you haven't watched the film, please exit now because we spoiler everything.
Yes,
we watch about the movie, we watch about our experience, what we felt, because we went together to the films with a couple of friends.
Yes.
And it was alright. It was okay.
I gotta say it was better than the first though.
Yes, I wanted to say this as well. Like, it was the first, because the first one was like an introduction, like, this is Newt Scamander, this is Tina, this is Sister Gold.
You had to get, like, you warm up to the characters first.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a big storyline.
I mean, when you know, or when you're familiar with the Harry Potter franchise, then you know who is, like, Gellert Grindelwald. You know this character because, you know, he's famous for stealing the Elder Wand, etc. Like in the...
He came up in the 7th book.
Exactly, like very short period. Like in the book, it's more extended, but in the film it was just like a millisecond. Yeah. Played by the wonderful Jamie Kemper-Bauer, who should have been casted right from the beginning.
That's true.
To begin with, he should have been like the ghost. Because makeup is good, makeup is extended. Like the makeup artist could have done so much.
Yeah.
But in the film, he is actually like there for a millisecond.
Yeah, it's not long at all.
When Dumbledore's living to mirror, then like he plays the younger version of Gellert Grindelwald in the second film, in the
Fantastic Beasts,
in Crumbs of Grindelwald. Yeah,
I mean he came up in the Harry Potter series too, so thank God they had him back then already.
I mean I'm not very happy that Johnny Depp is playing.
Me neither. But why?
But why? Because it was actually he got cast when. There was with his ex-wife when there was domestic violence rumors, allegedly. It's all alleged, you know. Allegedly, like when there were like rumors, and I was like, I don't want actually to have such a person in a Harry Potter franchise because I'm obsessed with Harry Potter.
Same.
Like here, you know, and I didn't like the idea. I mean, he's a character actor. He plays characters very well, like Jake Sparrow.
He does.
Jake Sparrow is like it's his. I think this is like his role.
Yeah,
of life.
probably.
Like,
I think so too.
It was perfect, but I don't think like. I mean, I like other films of him, for example, like the older one, as Crybaby or it was Scissorhands.
He is simply a good actor. Like you can't deny that.
Yeah.
That's
but
true.
I didn't really like him as Gellert Grindelwald.
You know what?
He did a good job. I mean, he did a good job, but because he didn't have so many lines, I had the feeling that he didn't have like a lot of screen time. I think like this French lady said more than him, but okay, it doesn't matter.
I think so too.
But I really like the idea of Jude Law playing Dumbledore.
I
really love that too.
That was such a good decision.
But I love the comparison. Maybe you can insert it. I like the comparison.
I know.
What happened to Dumbledore in 10 years? That he looks from a Betty and Hardy professor to an old grumpy man who meets Voldemort in the orphanage.
The stress made him age insanely.
Teaching. It's teaching. Shout out to my teachers out there. It's a hard job, really. It's a really tough job. So 10 years can pass by like 15. It's so
teaching fucked him up.
Teaching fucked him up completely. Yeah. We're not talking about aging of Dumbledore because he's a fucking old man. But he's a really old wizard. But we're talking about Gellert Grindelwald and the Crumbs of Grindelwald and what we didn't like and what we liked in the film. So
I didn't like that Colin Farrell was not in there.
Really?
Yeah, I hated that.
Really?
I wanted him in the second movie too.
Yes, but I think like
his character is over. No, he didn't die. They saved him, I think.
They saved him, yeah, but it's not very important for...
No, he's not important at all.
For the second franchise.
No,
but what I think is like, the film was super short.
Yes.
We went into the theatre around 7 p.m.-ish.
The movie started like 7:15 maybe.
Yes, and 2 hours later we were out.
Yeah.
But I liked it.
Me too.
I really liked it. And there were like old and new characters I liked more. For example, he's dear to my heart, Nicholas Flamel.
Oh my god! I did not expect that.
I always thought that like that Lupin. That's his one. That Lupin is like my spirit animal, but he's my daddy. Yeah, seriously, I love him so much. It's my favorite character in the Harry Potter series, but my spirit animal is Nicholas Flamel. So when I cast a Patronus, like a Nicholas Flamel would come out like...
I can actually imagine that. Yeah. He already looks like a Patronus.
And then Nicholas Flamel like...
Gianna, he already looks like a Patronus.
He's so cute. And he's so cute, and I really did like...
Me
like
too.
the part of him that he was like, I didn't actually fight for so long.
He was like kind of there, but also not there.
So
it was so funny.
He was so funny. It was funny, and actually the film was more fun. But what I didn't like is that actually the beasts that actually like should be more. I think the beasts should be more included to the film. I mean, of
they
course,
were not that included.
Yeah,
this
because
time.
at the beginning in the basement, you see like a lot of beasts and creatures. But I think...
It's just a reminder.
It's just a reminder. I mean, I think it's like the whole plot. But I really do liked it. But I didn't like the Nazi shit that was going on at the end of the film either.
That was confusing.
Like that goal was like, okay, I'm gonna go with him now. I'm gonna support Gellert Grindelwald.
Yes.
But we all know that he actually wanted to establish a new order.
Yes.
That the wizardry world, the wizards and witches are superior to... Yeah, no more human being, muggles.
Yeah, he has to get a following to establish that system.
Eben.
Obviously.
Exactly. But as Lisa, a friend of mine who was sitting next to me, she was like, well, Voldemort did a way better job. And I was like, yeah. But actually at the second war, like, Voldemort had like a new and old following. But yeah, he probably did a better job, you know.
Yeah, I don't know why it got jumbled up a little bit for Grindelwald.
And I like the fact, I mean, she had only maybe 2 lines, which pissed me off, but Nagini, it was so cool. And they actually explained it. Cool, they actually explained it. I mean, that J.K. Rowling actually including her into the storyline.
Yeah.
And explain and shows the fandom, like, this is Nagini. This is how she... was as human form.
The interesting thing is Nagini before didn't make sense to me. Like, I couldn't make sense out of a snake that was just loyal.
The thing is, everyone actually, like, in the fandom, like, there were so many theories, like, who's Nagini? Where does the snake come from? Why? Like, where did Voldemort actually find
exactly
her?
That,
you know, this is what, like, maybe she was...
It wasn't making sense at first.
Exactly, and now it makes sense.
A lot of sense.
But we still don't know how he actually found her.
I would really like to know, and I would like her to have a little more of a role next time, to be honest.
More lines.
Yeah.
More lines, because she was like, oh,
she was just
God,
tagging
Credence.
along.
She was like, Credence. Oh, what's going on with Credence? And Credence.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, of course, she created the whole fandom. She created the books. She created characters. Whatever. But girl, really? Wow.
So
she could have given us a little warning. Like, be like, okay, guys.
No warning.
Expect the worst. Expect the worst. No, she didn't give us anything, girl. I was so out of my mind. I'm still out of my mind. And of course, we're talking about Credence. When you I think, like, when you watch the films...
We can say it. The last scene in the movie, and Credence and the Phoenix and Grindelwald saying your name is Aurelius Dumbledore.
Now it's like Aurelius Dumbledore.
And we're all trying to, like, figure out what the fuck is happening.
Like, I didn't really like the fact. I mean, then, of course, theories come up. Like, when we got out of the theatre, we talked about it. It was like, what? A friend of mine, she was like... Relax. She calmed me down. I was hyperventilating.
I know, you were out of your mind that second.
Like,
yeah. I know, that like caught you off guard immediately.
Really, yes, of course. I mean, yes, phoenixes are always like very fun, very like close to the Dumbledore family. I mean, he said it. He was like, we all have like, there's always like one family member who has a phoenix, you know.
Yeah.
And of course, like, and then you're like, what's this little Betty over there? And I was like, oh shit, it's a phoenix. What's going on? But of course, there are many theories, and we'll talk about the theories now.
Yes, I've collected all the theories that are out there right now, and we're just gonna go through them and see how much do they actually make sense to us.
Source, Tumblr, probably.
No, YouTube actually. There are like good channels out there trying to like, because they're like mind-fucked too. They're like, what the hell is this? Everybody's trying to explain this now, and we simply can't.
For example, one of my theories, it's like J.K. Rowling had a bad day and was just like, okay, just...
Gotta do this now.
Gotta do this now. Including a new character like the fandom has never heard of. Maybe it's just like a little Grindelwald trick situation. And he maybe tricks them that he's saying like you are.
Yes.
That he just like gave in like in Phoenix. And then he was like, oh, you're a Dumbledore. You know.
It kind of reminded me. That was not a theory I read. It reminded me of, do you remember Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets?
Of course I remember Harry Potter.
The Phoenix came to Harry, right?
Yes.
But the Phoenix doesn't belong to Harry.
Yeah. No, just to help him.
Exactly.
He helped him probably because Dumbledore was like, yo, Fox, go down there, help him out.
Either that or the Phoenix knew himself that help was needed somehow, and Grindelwald just used it for his advantage. And he's like, oh yeah, by the way, you're a Dumbledore. And he's trying to make a situation to benefit himself.
Yeah, but where does
who knows?
It's always like, right from the beginning, where did he come from?
Exactly. He was just chilling there. What
maybe,
the hell?
But I thought like maybe Dumbledore's mom or his dad had a little side chick or side geek.
Yeah, that's one of the theories
and
too.
then when they went to America to save the children.
I mean,
and then the children were switched by what was the name?
I forgot. Lestrange.
Lestrange.
The thing
Zoe
is,
Kravitz.
the
Zoe Kravitz.
people. Yeah, Zoe Kravitz.
Zoe Kravitz.
The thing is, when I listen to these theories, apparently there's like a timely, like problem. The mother was dead, like Dumbledore's mother was dead, and the father was in prison. So it's kind of unlikely that they had a side chick or something. But maybe Aberforth.
That's true.
Maybe he doesn't even know that he has a child.
Yeah, we thought about that too. We talked about that too. Maybe Aberforth.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a possibility. Why not, right?
I mean, there has to be a reason, and J.K. Rowling probably thought everything through. Maybe she tricked herself. Maybe she tricked herself. Maybe at the end she was like, oh, right.
Oh, I gotta fix this in the third movie.
Damn you, mind. Yeah.
It could be. Like, Aberforth could have a child. We don't know. There are 2 more theories, including Ariana, the sister. They say either Ariana could have passed on her Obscurus. I don't know how that could happen, but it might be a possibility. When she died, the Obscurus maybe left the body and got somewhere else somehow.
Possessed another body and be like, oh...
Yeah,
like,
I don't know how that would work, but...
Like with the Horcrux curse.
Yeah,
like
maybe.
When he killed them
that it tries to find another body.
Exactly,
yeah.
that Harry actually, like, that he's tried to, the next living thing, and Harry was the next living thing. Maybe
yeah, because Ariana died in a crossfire.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like, it could have been a situation like that. Or there's actually another theory saying, like, you know, do you remember when we thought Credence died?
Yeah.
After at the end of the first movie, because he like disappeared. What if the same happened to Ariana?
Yes, but in the film, you see, like in the Harry Potter film, you see her in the portrait, leading the 3 again into Hogwarts.
Yes.
And Aberforth said do your deed.
So she is probably dead because she's in that
she
portrait.
Is dead because she is a living portrait now, and Aberforth always had this portrait. So I don't believe it. Next.
I don't know. I don't know how that would work out either. I mean, I don't know enough about Obscurus, to be honest.
Next.
A very interesting theory was, and it was like closely related to the dialogue they had. Apparently, when Dumbledore was talking to Newt, they were talking about the Obscurus, and Dumbledore was talking about how an Obscurus happens or how it's created.
Yeah,
it's in the absence of love.
He said, and magical.
And he says something along the lines of, even if Credence has like a brother or a real sister, he is the dark twin of that person.
Of Albus Dumbledore?
Yes.
But he's too young.
They say he's not Dumbledore's child. It's not that. I don't know how that would
because
work.
I was like, oh my god, he's his child.
No,
he's his child. And everyone was
my
like,
gosh,
they're talking about brother, and I was
crazy.
like, it's like, oh, there we go now.
Because if you think about it, Dumbledore had a moment in his life where there was no love. If you think about it, his mom is dead, the father is gone,
his brother hates him.
His brother hates him. Sister is dead. He is not together with Grindelwald anymore. It's like the complete absence of love.
Seriously, like she was like, "Are they gay?"
Yes.
That's like Dumbledore for sure.
Yeah, we don't know. I don't know. Is Grindelwald gay? Maybe he's just using Dumbledore.
But J.K. Rowling confirmed that he has romantic feelings for Grindelwald.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I wonder.
But I don't know if
about
it's vice
Grindelwald.
versa.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's using him.
I can imagine that.
I think like they're very close because, like Grindelwald, his character, he was like Domstrand. He was kicked out of the school. He wasn't in Hogwarts. He wasn't.
No.
And he got kicked out, and then he went to Godric's Hollow to live with his aunt.
Yeah.
Bagshot, the killer Bagshot.
Yeah.
Like this is Harry Potter trivia. So he lived in Godric's Hollow, and then he met the Dumbledore family. And then he met Albus, and they became really close friends, like super close friends.
And
so
they were very like-minded.
Exactly. But Gellert was a bit more crazy.
And he,
about his idea, like, for the greater good, because he always said it, like, for the greater good, because he was obsessed with, wizards and witches ruling over humanity.
It made sense to him. And he was definitely a leech, like, completely a leech, trying to, like, suck off the power from Dumbledore, because he had an ally in him.
Exactly.
And that was the first step to create a following.
Exactly, but Albus finally realized, like, oh, this dude is a bit too much.
Way too much.
Way too much. I go back to Hogwarts and teach. But the thing is, funny thing is, because the place like now in the 20s.
Yes.
Because a friend of mine, she asked me, she was like, yeah, but actually, like, Dumbledore defeats Grindelwald. I was like, yeah, but only in 1945.
Oh yeah.
It's not like so. I'm gonna like. How do they do it timeline-wise?
I wonder that
like
too.
10 years later, maybe. They can do it 10 years later, and then he actually like trained Credence. Gellert trains Credence like into a huge weapon, into a super weapon. This could be.
It's possible. It's very possible.
Because I think that Fantastic Beasts will end with Dumbledore defeating Gellert.
How do you think that happens though? Because they have the blood pact. He's not supposed to.
No, it's in the bottle with the blood pact. Like they destroy it.
They destroy it.
Of course they destroy it because they have to destroy it. Yeah. Because Dumbledore finally defeats Grindelwald. But what's another theory?
That's it. That's actually it.
I think that actually that was all Grindelwald's plan.
I think so too, yeah.
To trick Credence, to trick everyone.
100%.
And of course he uses Dumbledore's vulnerability and his affection towards him to kind of lie. Because Dumbledore, he would have interfered already, but he did not. He hides right now. He hides and he hid in Hogwarts. So I personally think that it's going to be a whole shebang. And I'm really, really looking for the third film. Like, we have to wait 2 more years, but I'm really, really looking forward to it.
Me too.
And I think like this one was way much better than the first one.
I actually have high expectations for the third one because I see they can do better each movie.
And I hope that
that's awesome.
J.K. Rowling won't include any more new characters.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
Seriously, she's full of surprises. She was like,
she is.
You thought you knew everything, huh? Boom.
I wish she'd actually write books though.
Yeah.
I wish that so much.
Well, I wish she never killed off Lupin.
I wish she never... Oh, God. Don't start with those, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, we won't start with this. But what are your thoughts on the film?
Exactly. Let us know. Like, what do you think? Like, which of these theories is the most possible to you?
Or do you maybe have a new theory, another theory? I mean, we can go straight up into Tumblr, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to spoil myself. The thing is, like, I don't want to spoil myself. I want to be, like, more adventurous this time and let everything come.
That's true. When you read too many theories, at some point you kind of know what happens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Rowling, come at me and don't do cursed child thing. Otherwise, I'm gonna...
Do not even... No, don't. Okay. Don't even start.
So
We don't want to think about that. Cursed child never happened. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. There's another story for another day. We wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful morning or evening. It doesn't matter.
Just stay
spooky. Stay pottery.
Stay a Potterhead.
Yeah, stay a Potterhead. Stay a Potterhead. Potterheads unite. Peace.
Bye.